wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
All right. Welcome to the iiRcadians 25th episode. I can't believe we've made it. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Award for the longest intro in YouTube history goes to Papa Brad's Gaming. Congratulations.
Thank you. We were just filling up the room, getting all of our squares filled up. And I do want to have some comments on the intro. We had a special intro today. Let me get up my notes. Hold on. So I am Papa Brad, iiRcade's biggest shill. Today, I'd like to introduce our iiRcadians. We have a special guest, someone I'm a gigantic fan of. I've been a member of his channel for a long time. Let's all give a nice warm, the iiRcadians, welcome to Michael B. the Game Genie. Yes.
What's happening?
Thank you.
I got some white for you, Mike B.
What'd you say, King Kroll? I can't hear you.
I got some White Castle for you, man. Where you at? Waiting on you.
Okay, so I always like to start the show with a quick intro. Everyone knows who I am. Let's just go around the horn. Let's start with Nick. So I'll just go right around.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Hey guys, No Quarter with the iiRcade Zone. How are you guys doing tonight?
What's going on?
What's up, everybody? Kev Gret is here. Thanks for stopping by.
I'm Mark, iiRcadians, the iiRcade second biggest shill, Brooklyn Menace. Nice to meet everybody.
Thank you.
Punk Rock Dave, I'm nowhere near a shill.
Punk Rock Dave!
Hi, I'm Michael B. I'm Canada's biggest iiRcade shill.
Thank you.
King Creole, a.k.a. Richard Pryor from the iiRcade Zone.
Okay, everyone, welcome to the show. Glad everyone's here. Let's see here. Okay, the intro. The whole point of the intro is right now we've got some great games on the iiRcade, and we've got them right now. So, I mean, the intro is really just to introduce people that might not have ever heard of the iiRcade and to show them some of the games that are available. So, that's kind of why the intro is the way it is, because for a long time there was a narrative that there are no games on iiRcade when we have over 300 games to play, like right now. So, what do you guys think about that?
I think it needs to be longer. You should go another 25 minutes. Find more games.
Yeah. I am looking for the longest, most torturing intro possible.
My opening tomorrow night is actually going to show all 300 games. Get ready for it.
I think I need a
runs in there, you know.
Then I can give up because you actually officially do have the longest iiRcade stream. You know that, Brooklyn Menace.
Yeah.
Yes.
By like a long shot. I mean, like no one's even close. So there's that. We're gonna start off with something different today. I feel like I want to talk about something completely off topic. Okay. And this is our first topic for the iiRcadians. What is your favorite cartoon or animated show? And actually, I'm gonna give you all a minute to think about your answers. But I had a few people that I sent out a text to, and they replied back. We're going to start with Jong from iiRcade. This was his choice. Got some Dragon Ball Z. Okay, Kev Gret, what did you pick?
I am a product of the 80s, so, I mean, it's an obvious choice, but G.I. Joe for me was where it was at.
Yes.
A real American hero.
American hero, and they taught you life lessons at the end of the show.
G.I. Joe was there.
Susie, don't forget your sandwiches.
Hey,
I made
sup?
you. Sandwiches. Oh, you boys look so lovely in your little outfits.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Lafitte? Hey, watch me alley.
Oh, I just want to eat you up.
Love the tattoo, Mr. Lafitte.
Look at all your different colored hats.
G.I. Joe!
Killed it.
All right.
That was
G.I. Joe was there.
Dude, that was
I never saw that episode.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
G.I. Joe After Dark.
Let's go around the horn. I know I'm ambushing you guys with a random topic, but we're gonna have a little fun today. Who wants to go next?
I'll go
Herb?
next.
Okay, let's go to Brooklyn Menace.
Oh, I'm ready to go.
I would say Super Friends and Ren and Stimpy.
Son of a.
Ren and Stimpy. Good
Sorry,
choice. Good choice. How about Punk Rock Dave?
Oh man. Well, being a kid of the '80s, we used to sit and watch Looney Tunes all the time. But lately, my little one is really into manga and stuff, so we've been watching Demon Slayer. That's pretty good.
Nice.
Okay. So anime. Let me pop back to me. Hold on. No, hold on. Sorry. Trying to work all this. Okay, there it is. This is my choice for my favorite animated show. All right, Michael B., you're up.
Kev Grit took mine. I was a big G.I. Joe fan as well. Someone in the chat just mentioned no love for Transformers. Transformers was a close second.
Yep.
Okay, Transformers, awesome.
Absolutely.
And Paul said no love for Transformers. And look at that, Transformers got up there. Like to say this hello to some people in the chat. Hello, Turbo Joe. Hello, Goofy Foot. Oh, speaking of Goofy Foot, Goofy Foot did tell me what his favorite show was, and it happens to be this.
In a world where racing is king, you gotta have more than adrenaline, more than luck. You gotta have speed.
Here comes Speed Racer. He's a demon on wheels. Go, Speed, go!
Speed Racer.
Hang on! As a matter of fact, that's right. How smart you are to realize it.
Join Speed Racer.
Let's go.
Trixie.
Come in, Speed.
Pops.
Just what are you up to, son?
Sparky.
Wow, what a car!
Plus Bridle and Chim Chim.
Hooray, we'll be with Speed!
As they race to the finish line in the powerful Mach 5.
I built that car and it's always in tip-top condition.
Cheer Speed on as he competes in the world race.
I've got to hurry.
Against villains.
You will be destroyed, Speed.
And the driver of the Shooting Star, the mysterious Racer X.
Pops, I mean Mr. Racer. I'll do my best to help Speed.
Relive all the twists, turns, and high-speed drama of the classic TV series that started it all.
Save it. Thank me later.
On your mark, get set, go!
I believe every word that man just said, because it's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Shout out to Goofy Foot.
Okay, I'm going to go with, I want to say X-Men because I love, the X-Men, but I'm going to say Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
I'm going to go with, say X-Men because I love,
Okay, the X-Men. Awesome. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. Who has not went?
All right.
Oh, King Kiriol. Hold on. Let me get full screen. There you go.
Thundercats.
Oh yeah.
Thundercats.
Real Ghostbusters. That's my close second.
Oh yeah.
The real
That was a good
Ghostbusters.
one.
The real Ghostbusters. We have someone that'll be popping in later. Steps Gaming. This is her favorite. All right.
Was that Bash Bowling?
Bash Bowling.
That was Bash
Could
Bowling,
be.
right?
Could be.
Yeah. Actually, they've been doing some updates. They have like a curve where you can curve the ball, which is really cool. You all want to talk about that for a minute since we got some people from Bash here?
The late hook.
The late hook. Yeah, I really like that.
The late hook, yeah.
Late hook.
It's a new mechanic that we have never seen in any other bowling game, and it kind of gives you a little bit of control after you throw the ball. If you attack it right after you throw it, then it of course will affect it much more at the end of the lane than if you attack it at the end. So, you have kind of some control over it. So it makes it really fun because you can kind of work on that 300 again. Because if you guys have played it lately, it's impossible to get 300 on that game.
You could thank MCAP for that. He said it was too easy. So
it was really.
Yeah.
I got a 278 last time I bowled.
Did you really?
Two open frames.
Oh, really?
And did pretty good.
If I hit 200,
I'm a lefty, that's why.
Yeah, if I hit 200, I did a good job. You know, that's really tough now.
Okay. And I know I'm torturing you, but I have one last one. This was from Alex Kolarsmith, who's a huge fan of the iiRcade. And this show, the iiRcadians, it's a show that's all about the fans. I mean, so here's this is his favorite animated show. He picked a good one.
Computer, check against combined sounds, starlings and brown bats.
Okay, first panel topic. It is going to be time for iiRcade Top 10. And we are going to talk about the top 10 retro modern games on the iiRcade. And we are going to rank them right now. So let's see here. I'm going to put this up too. Hold on one sec. Just going to find the image. Okay. Here's the 10 games that are in consideration. We're going to rank these 10 games as a panel. Galacticon, Donut Dodo, Longhead, Space Invaders Infinity Gene, Lode Runner Legacy, Rangok Skies, Siggy, Retro Highway, Retromania Wrestling, and Sub-Octo. And we're going to do a live ranking, and I just want to see what everyone's opinions are. This is kind of my opinion. I put the official ranking, but this is going to be based upon opinion. So I'll leave the list up. So what do you guys think?
So the yellow numbers are the official ranking, is what you're saying?
Yeah, we're not going by that. I want to go by what you think of the quality of the games. Like if these out of these 10, these are all retro modern games that are modern but have a retro type theme. What do you think?
So we
Might
asked
make it bigger.
Who's number one?
Mhm.
How we starting off? We start with last place. What?
Well, let's start with number one. Let's start with number one. I mean, for me, it's definitely Galacticon.
I'm gonna say for me, number one would be Infinity Gene.
Infinity Gene.
Yeah, for me personally.
How many people do we have for Galacticon?
Yeah, I'll put a vote for Galactica.
Yeah.
I got a lot of enjoyment out of that game.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Galacticon, but like King Creole, man, that Infinity Gene for me, that's like a close.
Yeah,
a close second.
You think who thinks Infinity Gene should be 2? Is Infinity Gene ranked higher than Donut Dodo? I think Donut Dodo is definitely 1 or 2. What do you guys think?
I got more.
So I can move them around.
I'd put Donut Dono personally like on 4.
Yeah,
I have Load Runner up there. I know I'm probably a minority on that, but
oh no, you're not.
Okay.
No, you're not. No, you're not. That
No, it's just me. Yeah, I'd put that
I'm
down
with you on that.
as well. Yeah, 1 and 2 should be Galacticon, Space Invaders, Infinity Gene.
Yep.
Okay.
For sure.
My number one on that list would be Longhead for modern retro games.
Okay, well we have it at 3, so it's pretty high up. Let me move Space Invaders up. Let's put Space Invaders up top. Michael B, what do you think? I haven't heard from you. What do you think? What's your favorite of these games?
Not Sub-Octo.
Yeah, well, Sub-Octo is it's hanging on to its 10th place.
Do not
as a
sleep
retro
on
mini.
Sub-Octo. Sub-Octo
like-
is a classic.
Some people,
it's
I
like
mean,
Miner 2049er.
I'm addicted
Yeah.
to Sub-Octo.
it's a
I hear
deep
you.
cut, and it's a leaderboard chasing game.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
The scoring system
people
is
in
whack.
here in the top 10.
I have to be honest. I still haven't played Longhead. I still haven't played Sub-Octo, and I haven't played Retro Highway. So I can't really give a fair opinion on where those rank.
But you've played most of the bigger games in here.
Oh, yeah.
Would you say that you agree with the Donut Dodo and Space Invaders?
Yeah,
Infinity Gene?
100% the top 3. I have all those. I've
Okay.
really enjoyed them. So
Those are good ones,
Out of
yeah.
the games included, those are the ones I would put up there. I really like Retromania Wrestling because I think there's some really good looking people in the audience.
Let's pop it up. Let's bring it up. Let's bring it up. Retromania Wrestling is the number 1 game, I guess, by sales. I'm not sure if it's by dollars sold or by units sold, but it is number 1. They do a ranking system, but I'm not sure how they're ranking them.
I would imagine
But
units sold
It's
because
gotta
it
be
is
unit.
an appealing game.
it's
Right
a
out of
20.
the gate.
It's their most expensive game, so if it was by dollars, it's definitely going to win. So, do we want
Honestly-
Retromania Wrestling after Legacy or right after Longhead?
I'd put that at the bottom of my list personally, just because of the difficulty of the game. to be
Oh
honest.
yeah.
It is
I-
super.
I'm glad I'm not the
I'm
only
terrible.
one.
No, I'm terrible
it,
at that game.
Oh my god, I'm horrible. I can't
should it-
do anything on that game.
Okay, Retromania. Do we think it should be between Lode Runner and Rangok Skies?
Yeah,
Rangok
It
Skies
could be-
is an amazing game, but it just doesn't give me a retro feel. It gives me like they're trying to redo a cave game, but it's
Yeah,
kind of like
okay.
modern
It is
feeling
a
to me.
retro modern game for me.
Yeah, this is all subjective, of course. You know.
Yeah, this
I
is
mean,
hard because we all have different opinions.
I know. No, but it's good. But we're kind of getting consensus. We're making some flips, and we have some of the most people that play a ton of iiRcade here. So I think this is a pretty fair. Oh, and look who just popped in. Look who just popped in. Hey, what's happening, Steps?
Not
Steps.
much. Just what's up?
Yabba dabba doo.
Yabba dabba doo.
We played your Flintstones video. Welcome to the show.
Awesome.
Steps, is that a Wolfpack shirt?
It is a Wolfpack shirt.
That's awesome. Don't
It
turn your
is.
back on the Wolfpack.
W.
No, don't turn your back
know.
on the Wolfpack.
I know you just got here. We're still waiting on PDubs. Okay, Steps, just to catch you up, we've been talking about the top 10 retro modern games, and I came up with this list. We've rearranged the list. Do you think any games should be higher or lower on this list?
Okay, so Retromania Wrestling.
I know it's okay if you haven't played them all either. It's just
Is
you don't have to play them.
Retromania number 1, or what is the deal?
What that means, it's only by the sales. That's
Oh,
the
by
number 1
sales.
sales game, but this is by opinion.
Oh, okay.
P-Dubs is still on his way. He says he's driving from work. He'll be here soon.
Oh, so Galacticon is by opinion.
Galacticon. Okay, I think it was pretty well unanimous.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what you're saying is number one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. My
Infinity Gene 2.
My opinion is Infinity Gene followed by Donut Dodo.
Mhm.
Those are my top two on that list. There you go.
Top 2 is shared by Steps. Okay.
I'm pretty shocked that Galacticon is in 46th place, like ranked games on iiRcade right now.
And it's so new. It's so new. That game was just introduced to iiRcade. That shows you how wickedly strong it is.
Well, I mean, 4 weeks? Right? 4 weeks?
4 weeks. It went all the way up to 46 from 300 and I don't know how many exactly, but well over 300 games.
Say hi to Goofy Foot. I can't even add him. You have too many people in here, Brad.
I'm maxed out.
This is like the iiRcadians posted stamp collection.
That's okay. Hang in there, Goofy Foot. We'll get you in.
Get yours for the holidays.
We'll get you in a little bit. Just stay on. Okay, so let me get rid of this screen real quick. Okay, I will share this this list later on. How do I get rid of this? Brooklyn, can you help?
I can do it for you.
Just get it off the screen.
Let's
Thank
bring
you.
in Goofy Foot.
Let's bring in Goofy Foot.
You've reached the limit, Papa Red.
We have maxed out. We have maxed out. Let's see. Hold on.
Does it let them stack in the
I
background?
still see the screen. Stop screen. Try now.
I thought the max was 12.
I thought it was 12 too.
Yeah, there's 10. So,
I thought it was 12.
Here,
all right. I'm gonna leave for a second so we can bring Goofy Foot in.
Okay, that's cool. Hey, Goofy Foot, what's happening, man?
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up?
Good to see you, buddy.
Goofy.
You guys too.
Welcome to the show.
What you been playing, Goofy Foot?
What about the Galacticon?
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, Galacticon is a banger.
Absolutely. What place you in?
Okay, and let's
push down to 24 now.
Jeff, are you still hanging on to your number one spot in Galacticon?
Oh yeah, that's
still at the top of the leaderboards.
That's not going anywhere.
I feel like I was doing better playing that game before I listened to all of Jeff's tips, right? And now when I'm playing it, I'm just thinking about all those tips. I just completely crap out.
Yeah, Galacticon for me is, I mean, it's a love song to the Williams 80s arcade games, you know, and it's such an amazing game. To have it on an arcade cabinet is just wonderful. And, you know, I think that's probably my favorite retro game so far this year.
I would like to see more games that style.
I would too.
Absolutely.
I got the leaderboard on my screen right there if you want to pull that up. Who is CP Fluid? Does anybody know who the hell CP Fluid is?
Here's the current leaderboards on Galacticon.
Yeah,
we got a 4 million point score.
Look at this boy.
He's out of control.
Oh, Nix, you're in Canada too, so I'm not iiRcade's biggest Canadian shill. This is terrible.
No Canadian, absolutely.
Canadians, Mike. It's a few of them. Look at that board. Ontario, Quebec. Oh, they representing.
And then I got bumped off the first page. I got to play more.
Absolutely. Use those tips.
They're getting, you know, the scores are insane now. People are just tearing it up.
Speaking of high scores, who was playing Tiger Heli? It was one of the shows last week.
Friday Night Arcade Show.
Nix ended up winning that.
Yeah, well, you guys, from what I saw, you guys all missed the 10,000 points in the beginning of the first level.
Where's that at?
Yeah,
if you want to fire it up, I'll show you real quick.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about when you land
I spoke about that.
on the base at the end.
I think Brooklyn mentioned it on the show.
I mentioned there is a secret to getting a lot of points in the beginning, but I don't know how to make it happen.
There's 10,000 points. If somebody pops up you guys are more technical than me. It's like within like the first 30 seconds of the game or the first 30 seconds of the level. And I only know this because of the NES version.
First 30 seconds.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
Can you full screen that?
Yeah.
Let's see that.
Yeah, I got it.
So
Can you hear the audio?
Okay, there we go.
Thank
you. Clean audio.
No shit.
Okay, Tiger Heli secret. Tell us what to do.
Yep, I'll show you when you guys get there.
It's not a secret if you share it with people.
Well, that's the idea. Share the love, you know.
Well, everybody in my neighborhood had this game on the NES growing up. So
And the iiRcade is chocked full of Toplin's greatest shooters. So if you're a fan of shooter games, the iiRcade is a great home arcade to have. We got so many shooters for shmups. It's fantastic.
All right, Gunther. There's going to be a red. You froze.
You freezing, bro?
There's going to be a red building on the right. You just got to keep shooting that building. It doesn't seem like it's going to want to blow up, but you keep shooting it.
The red building. Go to the red building.
I don't think
the one.
He blew
I know
it.
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I was trying to blow that up.
There we go.
If you blow that up, that's 10,000 points.
That building right here I'm shooting
The
at?
little one.
No. You already passed
The little
it.
one.
The big one.
Yeah, the very
okay.
first one.
Hey,
The
start
very
over.
first one.
Start over. Do it again. Do it again. Go out and go in.
You got it.
understand. I
Yeah, you got to
understand why
shoot it a
get
lot
10,000
though.
points because you have to get that.
You
kill.
go out and in. Restart.
I want to say it's about at least 10 shots in on it. Maybe 15.
Let's check this out because this is a cool trick to increase your scores.
But you got to be quick though because
Yeah,
the
you
enemies
gotta-
will start spawning it up top. And
Yeah,
then
the
gonna be
issue
on your
is
right side.
There'll be more
the issue is
projectiles
they
the
come
screen.
on the left. They come in on the top left and they try to bombard you. So that's why it's
Yeah.
tough.
That's why I've come to learn with this game. You have to stay on the top of the screen and get everything before they even appear. Because if you just leave them building up and the screen just keeps advancing, there's too many projectiles on the screen to avoid.
That's really the name of the game. Kill them before they can kill you.
Yeah, and just don't worry about the ones that come up from behind you. Like, just avoid their projectile. Like, you just have to pick your moments to attack. That's what I'm coming to learn.
And also, they shoot in 2-second increments. So once they shoot, then you got 2 seconds before you can get hit again. So once you understand that rhythm, see, I get hit right there. Like an idiot.
Right there. Yep.
Yeah, that one.
Just keep shooting it.
Yeah, shoot that canister. Yeah. Or what? Yeah, the
Yeah, I
canister.
can hear it
type
making
thing.
the sound.
Yeah, keep going. Oh my gosh, it's taking.
Ooh, I can't believe you didn't get hit right there.
I don't even know what's happening. You froze. I
I
promise
I missed it.
I promise you.
Okay.
I want to try this while you're doing that.
It totally works. I get it every time. It's just you got to just
Well,
rapidly
we know
fire
where it's
it.
at. We know where it's at.
It's not
I
good.
gotta say, Nick's had such an impressive display
thank you.
during the first time we did.
He had never
I'm
played the
calling
game
you
before.
out competition,
Yeah, and he wiped the floor with us. He had never played the game
and
before.
he never even played the game before.
Never played the game ever.
First time.
Just came in and beat everybody. So that's a sign of a true arcade gamer.
Yeah, where am I on the leaderboard? Number 7 on the board right now for that one.
Let me
That's
guess.
amazing.
Number 7. That's bad for you, isn't it?
I get
Well, not number
You're
1.
not a number one. I mean, come on, you're slacking. You're slacking.
Oh, number 1's like double. He's 206. 206.
I guess since Corrupt's retired, then we need a high score champion. So here we go.
Yeah, corrupt.
It's not
Hey,
corrupt though. It's
If
Steve
you're not
Schwartz.
first,
It's Steven
you're last.
Schwartzentruber. He has a R2D2. He is a fantastic shmup player.
I want to try this.
Oh, I'm all the way down. I'm all the way down to like 28th. I used to be in the top.
Same here. Same here. I got rusty too when I played. I can't believe I didn't get
It's
further.
brutal when you get further. Like
Alex,
you really gotta take everything out at the top of the screen, else you're done.
No quarter done got caught slipping. Now he's trying to break his 23,000 high score.
I want to see if this secret works.
Oh, I
want-
promise you
I
it
might boot it
works.
up.
I do it every time.
Want to say hi to Mike Hawkhurst? He mentioned me in the chat. and I
Just
also
how many
wanna say-
shots and then how early
What did you say his name
shooting
was?
it?
Could you repeat that?
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. What's that name again? Mike Hawkhurst.
Alex
buddy.
Kolarsmith, I disagree. Infinity Gene should be at the top of the list.
Yeah, Alex Kolarsmith. Speaking of Alex, Alex sent me a special video for the show. Let's get Alex over 10 subscribers. The link is in the bottom of the description. Let's get him over 10 subscribers. This is the video from Alex. Here it is.
Hey, what's up, iiRcadians and other people that don't have iiRcades? I just got Sub Octopus, and I'm really digging Sub Octopus. According to my business papers, I like sub-octopus better than longhead, and I have one brain and one heart. An octopus has 9 brains and 3 hearts. According to my business papers.
Okay.
Big shout out to Brooklyn Menace and the Friday Night Arcade Show.
Alex,
big
you said
shout out.
sub octopus, so I just unsubbed from your channel. So someone else sub up.
And an octopus is not a fish either. Just random octopus trivia. Michael B., what have you gotten yourself into?
There's so much to unpack there.
What have you gotten yourself into?
I've got a question. His video, he has a girl dancing next to an iiRcade. Where'd that come from?
Oh, that's from my show.
That's from the Friday Night Arcade Show, Brooklyn Menace Show.
His special friend there.
Wow.
I do like the rated R iiRcadian show.
I should be watching more often.
Capital R for arcade.
I'm trying to make it PG-13.
Yeah. It's fantastic though.
All right. So I'm gonna subscribe to Alex and I'm gonna buy Sub Octo. I'll give in to both.
Okay. So let's see. Let me get to my next topic here. Let's see. Let's see. We did the business papers. The next thing I have on the topics is Combat Tribes. Who's played the Combat Tribes? Okay.
I have.
Let me let Michael talk about it because really, Michael, I mean, you're a fantastic retro gamer, and you can go all the way back and check out some of your old videos when you started. And you've been following retro games, and I have a ton of respect for you. What do you think of Combat Tribes?
It's really good. Like I had never heard of it before. I got really into like the more obscure arcade stuff. I'd never seen it. Huge fan of obviously Technos, so like on the NES and back in the arcade days from Double Dragon and also like the wrestling games. And I love the art style, always have. So it hits me there. It's a beautiful looking game. I love the character art, but it plays really well too. It's not like a normal like beat 'em up because the levels are really short and like kind of like more like survival matchups, but
almost like a Double Dragon sequel, isn't it?
Yeah,
The original Double Dragon was great, but I feel like to me the sequel to Double Dragon really is Combat Tribes, because the other two I'm not massive fans of. But you know, I like Double Dragon. I think Combat Tribes would be like my next favorite one of that time period.
Yeah, Double Dragon is the gold standard for the Technos like beat 'em up arcade games. Combat Tribes is number 2. Double Dragon 2 is there, and whoever made Double Dragon 3 deserves to die.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I did a video with my grandson on that game, and it was everything I took to get to the end. But I had to do it. I had to run the game to the ending just because, you know, beat 'em ups to me, that's what they're all about. You know, you want to play them all the way through for fun.
I'm going to be controversial and say that I like Combat Tribes better than Double Dragon.
Wow.
What?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't have that game yet.
Double Dragon 2, my issue with that is I don't like the left and right.
The left and right attack.
No sense in doing that. I don't
Huge
know what
miss.
they were thinking.
Yeah, the NES port.
And the ending, it's so unrewarding. It's like you don't even have a winner. You don't get to fight each other at the end. I mean, what a disappointment, you know? I mean, you play through the whole game, and Dave, you know that's true, don't you? When you get to the end of the game, a good beat 'em up, what should happen at the end?
You gotta kick each other's asses.
There can only be one Highlander, right? I mean, come on now.
And I don't think I'd ever got through Double Dragon, right? And then I think Kev, we played that. I think it was Double Dragon. We played the one night.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is great. We're getting to the end. It's gonna be awesome. And then like Kev hits my ass.
Yeah, you fight each other.
I'm like, why are we friends?
Okay.
You could play it on the iiRcade. Michael B forgot to say that.
Yeah. All these games you can play on multiple devices. All these games you can play on multiple devices. And, it's all about the games, you know. And I love these arcade games. And that's what the show's about, partially. I was sent a clip from a friend of the channel, Retro Oblivion, and it's a short 3-minute gameplay review and talk about the Combat Tribes. But I do like to kind of show the games because a lot of the games on iiRcade are deep cuts. You know, these aren't the Street Fighters. These aren't the Mortal Kombats. These are the games that were kind of more like deeper cuts in the arcade, and they have a lot of good games that just but they're not the super mega big titles. Do y'all agree with that?
Yeah,
totally. It still has some super mega big titles though.
Yeah, I mean you've got
especially
Space Invaders and Dragon's Lair for sure.
Burger Time.
High expectations with the signings of the quarterbacks.
Welcome back to the channel. This is Retro Oblivion. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you do like the video, why not give me a like? It's not going to hurt. I promise.
Super Bowl and
Do
off
it.
we go.
Do it.
From the Mile High City with
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Ed Ryan.
All right. All right, guys. Well, I went ahead and I bought Combat Tribes. I pulled the trigger on this thing because I love beat 'em ups, and I never played this game prior to buying it on the iiRcade. Now, I've played this game. It's a lot of fun, and it's going to definitely be one of my favorites throughout the years. I can't wait to show you. Let's check it out after this.
Hi, humans. You're watching Retro Oblivion. Please subscribe and hit the like button.
Come on, do it. Lay it out right here. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Here we have Combat Tribes. This is a 1990 beat-em-up game released in arcades by the same developers as Double Dragon. This game was also ported to the Super Nintendo in 1992. Now in this game, you control one of 3 strongmen, Berserker, Belova, and Blitz. The game has 6 different stages, all in very unique locations. Now when you get to the final stage, you do go up against all previous games again, and there is a huge plot twist at the end, and I'm not going to tell you. I will not say a word because I don't want to ruin it for those of you that are interested in playing this game. What I don't like about this game is that it is too short. I wish it was a little bit longer. However, I do love the graphics and the character moves in the game. I really enjoyed the ending at the final stage. It was very unique and different. This is not the best beat 'em up that I've ever played, but it is also not the worst. The game is very colorful and very retro, which I do like. The music is cool, and if there was anything major that I didn't like about this game, I would just simply put in for a refund because I bought it on my iiRcade. You are given a certain amount of time to request a refund if you don't like a game. No excuse required. Okay, we're going to go ahead and play stage 2 for a little bit and then wrap it up. The Demon Clowns. Like, clowns are not creepy enough as it is. They gotta be demon clowns. Real nice. And it looks like Disneyland in the background. You got the castle and dancing cats. This game has definitely got its humor. Alright everybody, if you have any questions, just ask. And I do appreciate you watching my video today. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you liked the video, give me a like.
Alright, there was a review of Combat Tribes.
Awesome.
That looks better than Double Dragon.
Now that you say it, Brooklyn, yeah, I gotta agree. I gotta agree.
Okay, my next. Yeah,
I don't
what do you
like
think,
clowns,
Steps?
though. I hate clowns.
You hate clowns?
Everybody hates clowns. What about Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
We got Ninja Clowns.
Ninja Clowns is awesome.
I love Ninja Clowns. It's so funny. It's such a quirky game. You either love that game or you don't get it. I mean, I love it. I think it's hilarious.
They had
I love
that
it.
Galloping Ghost, the Ninja Clown like dedicated cabin, and I saw it.
Okay. Next topic. Where do you think iiRcade should be searching for new game titles? I mean, what do you think? What do you think they should be looking at right now? We're gonna start. Okay, let's start with Steps. Steps says Tecmo. Tell us what you think.
Well, Tecmo's got a lot of good titles, both arcade and otherwise. I mean, you're looking at Dead or Alive, Ninja Gaiden, Tecmo Bowl. I think the first Tecmo Bowl arcade didn't have any NFL license, so there's a lot of potential with Tecmo. So that was just the first thing that came to my mind when I saw the question.
Yeah, and this is from Raven, and I 100% agree. And we have a video clip from Raven that was sent in. I think Steam, they need to be scouring these indie games and picking out the gems. Now, I realize there's a ton of duds when you look at Steam games, but there's some real gems in there too. And if you're willing to dig, there's plenty of great games in there that could be ported to a home arcade platform. Oh, we got a super chat.
Chill.
If anyone calls, this is from How to Bachelor. If anyone calls Michael B a shill, a deke punch him.
Yeah, actually, I'm very impressed that he knows that. When I used to wrestle, I did do a move called a. It sounded very similar to what he's saying. Not a deke punch, but something similar.
What do you think, Michael B? Now, Michael B is definitely a veteran. He knows all this stuff. When you're talking about games, I mean, massive props. Where do you think iiRcade should be looking to get? Obviously, I just don't think chasing like gigantic AAA titles is going to be a reality. What do you think they should be looking for?
Yeah, the classic arcade stuff. It's tough. I talk about this a lot on Super Game Room Dudes whenever we bring up iiRcade, because a lot of times I really feel bad because they'll do something really cool and a huge segment of the audience is like, kick ass, like, thank you so much. We just got Sub-Octo or we got Galacticon. But then there's people who want something different. And they're like, oh, well, where's my AAA arcade game? Where's my Street Fighter? Where's this? Where's that? So it seems hard to please everybody. I don't know what the answer is. It depends on who the gamer is and what they're looking for. Me personally, I'm really hooked on like a lot of the more modern stuff they do. Like I really like playing the racing games on it. Like I love Beach Buggy Racing. My go-to game is actually Riptide Renegade. That's the one I play.
Riptide Renegade is great. It's really
it.
good online.
So I think you're right, Steam, but I think they've got to go with the right type of games. Like there's a game on the iiRcade that I love, which I think would be an awesome fit for this, and it kills me that they haven't tried it yet, because if the iiRcade can get it, there's no reason iiRcade can't, and that's Xenocrisis. Like there's actually a physical Xenocrisis in Galloping Ghost, so it does have an arcade tie-in already. So it'd be amazing to see iiRcade pick up Xenocrisis.
I think the critical thing is they got to focus on games that are fun.
Yeah.
Above all else, make sure the game is fun to play. You know, that's what they need to really focus on. What do you think, Kev Gret?
Yeah, I think, well, to answer your question, Brad, the person that we should be talking to about games is Cuddles.
He got a link. He got a link, you know?
Yeah, he's got the
I thought he would pop
list.
in. Yeah, he does have an extensive list.
Yeah. So, and to piggyback on the Steam, I mean, I have a wish list right now of like 30 games that would all be perfect on the iiRcade, and I just keep putting them on my wish list just to contact the developer just to see what type of game it is. Can it be ported over? A lot of these games, Brad, they're not on Android; they're just on,
emulation.
PC. Yeah. So a lot of these guys
PC emulation.
It's hard to bring over, but at least we get that first point of contact to say, "Hey, are you interested in bringing it over?" So I've been quietly reaching out, getting my Steam list together, just Googling who these people are and reaching out to them and getting some contact with them. So Steam is probably the first point of contact. Cuddles would be a close second, in my opinion.
Yeah, Cuddles. Shout out to Cuddles Arcade, man. I love that guy. We got No Quarters started playing games. Punk Rock Dave, what's your thoughts on the subject?
All right, so I think they should. There's two things. Like I like the Steam idea,
The problem with the Steam idea is you have all these people that are going to freak out, like, oh, it's on Steam. Why do I want it on this? But there's like the way you play that game on the iArcade is different than Steam, right? Like you're not standing at a cabinet playing the game, right? And I think that's what everybody that complains about it overlooks. That experience of playing this game in sort of like an arcade experience, that I think is one of the things that's really awesome about the system. But I personally think they should lean so hard into those retro modern titles, right? Because, you know, if they can get those that they can't get anywhere else, you've got all these different manufacturers in the home arcade space that can do a lot of this stuff, but no one's doing these retro modern things, right? I mean, iiRcade's doing them, but just go with that.
Comment from C. Derek Miller. He says, didn't they snatch up a marketing dude who used to work for Disney? Haven't heard any news from him in a while. Did I imagine that? I don't know. Did he imagine that? What do you think?
Was he marketing or was he more like business relations or something like that?
Yeah, I'm thinking he's more so business relations.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
He came from Apple and he came from Disney and the packaged goods. He has a lot of logistics experience. I don't think he's coming with some licenses in his back pocket right now.
Yeah. What do you have an opinion, Herb Wars? Because I haven't heard from you in a bit.
I'm really about the modern retro, but I'm also into the games like, you know, Warrior Blade, the games that were Japanese exclusive arcade
Absolutely.
games that they brought.
Get those deep cut arcades, the ones that are like not everywhere.
Or even like some of the Sega Saturn games like Batsugan, that's like, try to buy that. It's like a $200 game. I know I keep saying its praises, and I know Gunbird 2 is coming out. So stuff like that.
Love the shmups. Love the shmups.
You know, I agree with Michael B. The Game Genie. I said in a video that I made earlier this year that Xeno Crisis was hands down my number one pick. I think it would be such a huge win if the iArcade ever got that game.
You know, Brooklyn, you did get you said Warrior Blade, and they did get
Warrior
that.
Blade,
That was incredible.
And
you said two of the games that they picked up.
Yeah.
So shout out to Brooklyn Menace. He predicted the future.
He's in a group chat. Confirmed.
Yeah. The Illuminati is striking again.
I have a slightly different opinion, even though my number one pick is a modern retro game. I don't mind the modern retro games when they're done correctly, when I actually feel like I'm playing a retro game. Like I don't like the ones that
good
feel,
emulation.
Okay, I'm gonna make the game pixelated, so now it's retro. You know, that's not enough.
Yeah, that's not retro. Retro is not that. I mean,
it's gotta have that feel to it. But I want to see stuff. But I also want to see actual retro titles. I like a lot of the title stuff. I'm playing on my new iiRcade 2, like games like Gun Frontier. There's so many cool shooters that we don't even have yet. And this is the best cabinet for shoot 'em ups. But you can't imagine how many more are out there that aren't on the cabinet yet.
They are taking their time and making sure these games come out right too. I mean, I gotta give mad respect for that. I mean, would it take us like a year and a half to get Space Invaders? They rebuilt the entire game from the ground up. I mean, mad respect to not releasing things before they're ready. Mad respect. What do you think, Michael B?
Who would do that?
You should. I'm not going to defend anybody else doing that.
Don't worry, I'm not throwing that banner up. I'm not throwing it up on you, dude.
But I will say, talk to Michael about that. That wasn't so much an iArcade problem, so much as that was a Taito problem.
Yeah, well, they made sure it was dead on with pixel by pixel perfection. So like, even though it's its own unique version of Space Invaders, it plays exactly the same as the arcade ROM. So and that was a real feat.
Hey, Papa Brad, did you see?
Yeah, let's get you.
Did you see Rhea's comment in the chat? She says, "I wish iArcade would have a shot at the Neo Geo licenses. As far as I know, those come up in January. I'm sure there's going to be, that people have already been bartering for that or are going to attempt to barter for that. It would be really awesome if iArcade could get some SNK stuff. I'd even settle for just the old stuff like Guerrilla War and Akari Warriors and stuff like that. But I think those are overlooked. I think they're overlooked, the old ones, you know. But
Awesome,
I would still
awesome.
love some of the MVS or
And
MVS.
she also put Sailor Moon in there, which don't sleep on that. That is an awesome
Sailor
beat 'em up
Moon
game.
is fantastic. Pretty Soldier Sailor Moon.
So cool.
Not only that, it would bring a whole different market, a whole different group of people to iiRcade. That would be a fantastic game to chase. And it's a really don't sleep on it. It's one of the greatest beat 'em ups. It's wonderful.
I want
It's interesting.
Brad, and there's another thing. Don't sleep on the next guest's outfit. Since I'm the worst dressed guy on the panel, I'm gonna leave and bring in the best dressed. Let's say hi to.
All right.
Hey, what's
Oh,
up, man?
look at this guy.
What's up?
What's up, everybody? Yeah, so Brad, I introduced you to a great game, a dual stick shooter, which you absolutely love. You played it. I haven't played it, and I hope we get it. You know, I'm hoping and praying. I like to say that I'm going to leave soon, but the retro modern arcade games are the way to go. Every game has been duped and made better. And you just go to Steam. There's even a site like Games Like, and you can look like Games Like Robotron, and that's how I actually found that game that Brad brought up.
It's so fantastic.
Optimized.
And we're gonna spotlight it.
Much better graphics, more going on. It's like Robotron was good for the 1980s, you know, but it just doesn't. Who's gonna play Robotron for 3-4 hours?
I am, Cuddles. Now you gotta tell us more about this game.
You got one of the biggest fans of Robotron.
So what is this game you're talking about, brother?
Brad, you could premiere your video. He premiered it a couple times. It's excellent.
Okay, right after my video, we're going to pop in with PDubs. He's in the back room. Elvis has entered the building. He is ready to be on the iiRcadians. I'm so glad he's here. So let's fire this off. Let's see. Saturn Deluxe. This is Papa Brad, and we're looking at the game Saturn Deluxe, a game that is $7 on Steam. It's a chaotic twin-stick shooter. This game would be ideal for the iiRcade. This game has the look and feel of Robotron with a retro modern twist. Let's check this one out. Shout out to Cuddles Arcade for introducing me to this game. Let's take a look. Level 1, get ready. Right away, controls, feel at home. Twin stick shooter. Superior firepower. Greed mechanic, you want to rescue your friends. If you've not had a chance, check out some of my arcade tours. I have an arcade tour where I make over $1 million in Robotron. Robotron is a game where when I'm in an arcade, I have to play. One of my favorite games. I have to say immediately, my first impression, this game is amazing. It has the look and feel of Robotron. Kind of a modern twist. Enemies, when you start the level, are randomized, so you don't know what to expect each time you go into a level. Unlike Robotron, which has a set pattern of enemies, that you always get the same enemies in the same order. On to level 4. These retro modern games are ideally suited to the iiRcade. This will be one to chase down. I know people will love it. Just like Galacticon gives us a Defender Joust feel, this is capturing that magic of Robotron with a new twist. Greed mechanic is good. Do some circling. This is a basic Robotron technique where you circle and you're hurting them up. What happens is the longer you wait, the faster the enemy gets until they can close the gap. Come get some. There you go. Well, anyway, I'm not going to torture you. You can watch the whole video on my channel. Let's give a big, warm iiRcadians welcome. Are you ready, Patrick? Because we have PDubs in the house. What's happening, buddy?
What
Sorry
up?
I'm late. I literally just got home from work. I got out of the car, ran upstairs, turned on the computer because I promised Brad I would be here.
Thank
Sorry
you
I
so
was
much.
late.
We're so glad you're here. We're so glad you're here, and thank you. This is our 25th episode.
Congrats,
PDubs
man.
was an inspiration for me I would have never gotten into YouTube if I wasn't watching PDubs. So I just want to give you the massive props that you deserve. You got me started, and I just want to thank you so much for being here. I've always watched your channel. I'm subscribed to you and Michael B. You two guys are like two of the guys that really got me into this home arcade hobby. You know, I drifted away from a while. I made a MAME cab, and I came back, and there was all this easy to get home arcade stuff. And I just want to thank you guys for your contributions because they've really meant a lot to me. And especially when we went through the COVID, having these arcades and having these channels helped me get through it. And I just want to thank you.
Yeah. Well, I got that video inspired me, Brad. I just placed my order on Steam for Satrin or
it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
And you know,
$7 well spent.
You guys are different than me. I see these games, and you know, Cuddles will recommend them. Then Brad starts playing them, and I just watch them, and I'm like, all right, I'm waiting because I don't want to play it because I know it's probably going to eventually come to iiRcade, and that's the first time I want to play it is twin sticks on a cabinet.
This would be a great follow up to Galacticon. If they needed another AAA retro modern game, and I'm very critical of these games because I'm an arcade rat. If you watch my channel, really the stuff I love doing the most is arcade tours. And this game has the right feel. It's very hard to get that Robotron feel. And that's why Michael B's right that Robotron is one of the greatest arcades ever made. If you're talking classic retro arcades, every arcade I go to, I hit that Williams row if they have one, and Robotron is a must play. And a lot of times, you know, you have these games where sometimes you'll last a minute, you know, and then sometimes, you know, you just get on a streak and you make a million or more. And I love Robotron. So, I mean, I'm a huge fan. I'm not, you know.
When I was in Chicago, I thought I'd get a chance to play Robotron, but I never did because Michael B was on it. Every place I went, Michael B was on Robotron. I still have never played Robotron.
I am too. When I went to Southern Fried Gaming, they had two of them, and I was playing them like all the time. I was playing them. I just love the real arcade game. But the feel is hard to capture.
It was pretty bad when we were in Chicago. I'm in the largest arcade in the world, and there's all this like bizarre shit to play, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep playing Robotron. That's fine.
You know what was going through my head when I was at Galloping Ghost? I was wondering what happens like when they get a new cabinet and they keep everything organized by games. I was like, how do they get it in here into its place? Like, do they have to like move half the place to get the new game in there?
Man, that place looks like a giant like building full of Tetris with the cabs all jammed so close. It's like it seems like it's hard to believe they have that many arcades that close together in there.
Every Monday they debut a new cabinet, and I've been kind of looking at it lately, and it's always some really obscure thing. Like they had the Dynamite Ducks arcade game they brought up on like a couple Mondays ago, and I remember that for Master System, I think it was. I didn't even know it was an arcade. So, you know, Tattoo Assassins is there. Primal Rage 2 apparently is there. You know, lots of really odd stuff.
I get lazy when I get a new video game and I'm like, oh man, it's like B. I gotta move everything to the right now to alphabetize. It's like imagine them getting a new giant cabinet trying to get it in that place.
So something that surprised me when I went there, they had an iiRcade arcade cabinet. I didn't even know that was in the arcades. I thought that was a GameCube. Was it Dreamcast too? iiRcade? I can't remember.
Yeah, that's where you change the colors when you shoot.
Yeah. So anyways, that's one I've been waiting. That's one I've been waiting. I thought would be a really good fit for iiRcade. So I've been silently waiting for that to show up.
Cuddles. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Sorry.
Where did King Creole go? Did he go to practice Breaker's Revenge one more time?
Sure. Maybe he's practicing. We can definitely get some games going.
Hey,
Cuddles, real quick. Three games they should look at. Just real quick.
I can't think of them off the top of my head.
Okay, I put you on the spot. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, you know, I have to go to my channel. I kind of like uploaded the games I wanted, but yeah, it just caught me off guard.
Cuddles, you remind me of like a retro Joe Pesci. Like, can you?
Yeah.
Let
me ask you something,
okay.
PDubs.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what this is right here?
Banaka, yeah, the breath spray, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell them how much that is, Cuddles, nowadays.
Tell them how much that is.
$50. This is vintage right here.
Like
I love vintage
2005?
stuff. You know,
Do
P-Dubs,
you get
I
drunk
used-
off that at this point? It's like all
No, listen.
alcohol, everything else evaporated.
Let me say something to P-Dubs. Like, I owned the 3DO. I was the only person that owned the 3DO. I went to Babbage's every day, waiting for new games or whatever. But I always wanted the future. You understand? Like, how much was a Neo Geo a Neo Geo game in those days? Do you
Neo
remember?
Geo is always expensive.
$200 for
Too
a
much.
game. Yeah. So I've always I've waited for this day where they've recreated a lot of the classics and made them better. You know, put it like Galacticon is like Joust, and what's the other one? Defender, right? But it's
A little bit of
got a
Galaga.
spin on it. It's interesting.
Asteroids.
And you know, there's just so many developers like that. I wish you would review Galacticon, you know, because Console Fanboy comes on my streams and he's always saying we have crap, and you know, John D gets the licenses, and but
I did review Galacticon, but I'm just
no.
a tiny
But
YouTuber,
I'm saying P-Dubs, he has a much wider audience.
P-Dubs does have a huge audience compared to
So
us.
A lot of people have heard of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
May have heard.
Michael B too. Michael B would be a great person to do a
Yeah, Michael
Galacticon.
B, yeah.
I mean,
It really is probably the best game we've got. That's a modern release. So I mean, it's just it is like a lot of people don't even know about it still. You say, what's that? You know?
Yeah, I can make a video for it. I mean,
Yeah,
we've talked
I
about it on
appreciate
all
it.
our podcast shows. I've shared it out.
I mean,
on all my
P-Dubs was
media.
actually there
Yeah.
at Game and Brew when they dropped it. So
That
I
was
mean,
pretty cool. Hey, by the
it's
way,
just-
because I was late, did I miss the speculation for tomorrow's games? Did you guys see the teaser as to what they
I
could
saw it.
do?
I can't figure out what
let's
it is.
talk about it. Anyone want to make a guess?
A curse.
Where's the teaser?
I don't know anything. They don't tell me anything.
Could you bring
All
the
right.
teaser up on screen?
I haven't seen it yet.
So if you go,
I don't know how to do that.
Go to the iiRcade community Facebook page.
Brooklyn, can you handle it for me?
When you go to the iiRcade community Facebook page, you can see the stream scheduled for tomorrow, and the thumbnail and title says "A Curse, a Cowboy, and a Soldier." So does that mean we're getting one game, 3 games?
3 games.
And what are they? When I see Cowboy, I instantly start thinking of Cowboys and Moo Mason. That's probably not going to happen. That's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, that's a big title.
I would love that to happen. But what do you guys think that could mean, man? Because they haven't told anybody. They haven't sent out any media kits. Nobody knows. If they say they know, they're full of shit. Nobody
Yeah.
knows what's coming out tomorrow.
A curse,
What do you
a
guys think?
cowboy,
What do
and
you got?
what?
A cowboy, a curse, and a soldier is the teaser for tomorrow. Guys, let us know in the live chat. What do you think this could mean?
Curse
What's
of Monkey
coming?
Island. Curse of Monkey Island. That's probably one.
Curse of Monkey Island.
Yeah.
The text game. It's a good guess.
Not any of those. It's
I say
gonna be
it's
just-
Marvel versus Capcom 2.
Yeah, exactly. Might as well shoot for the stars.
There's a
I
book.
always get it wrong anyway, so I just might as well.
There's a book called Curse of the Cowboy.
That fighting
Oh,
game
really
that that dude's working on. What
Curse of the
characters are in
Cowboy,
that
that's
fighting game? Isn't it Christopher's working on a fighting game?
I don't think that's ready yet. They're still doing stuff.
But those characters are characters in that game,
Yeah.
right?
The thing is it could just be a modern game that none of us ever played.
I don't know.
With all those 3 elements in it.
I think it's Arlington Horse Racing 2.
Take my money.
Sunset Riders is a Konami game, and iiRcade has access to Konami games. There is no Arcade 1-Up exclusive on that. So if they're willing to pay for it, they could get Sunset Riders.
Sunset Riders would be massive.
That would be huge. That would be huge.
Isn't that 4-player? That one's 4-player, right?
I don't know. Remember off the top of my head. I only
Maybe
ever
the
played
arcade
it
version. Because remember they said we could link cabinets together at some point in the future if you got 2.
Yeah, for free. For free. They're going to have where you can link the cabinets together. Big shout out to How to Bachelor. He has a super chat for $2.37. Not 38 cents, $2.37 for a coordinated 10-person wave. We only got 9.
Who's gonna want?
Wait, are we
Add
going?
someone back in. Hold on. Let's add some people.
Are we
in.
gonna go? Are we gonna go?
We're
up and
maxed
down
out.
or over? Up and
You
down.
have to start from
I'll
Brad.
start. I'll start. Ready?
Which way we going?
Yeah, but which way we going?
Let's go towards Brooklyn.
All
And
right.
then
Here we go.
around.
I'm ready.
Ready?
You guys don't know what
You
you're
moved-
doing.
It's the opposite way.
Yes, it is true.
Noobs.
We are uncoordinated as gamers.
I'm not sure what you guys
okay.
are doing. I look stupid,
Wait,
so I didn't.
Let's do this kind of wave.
Yeah, let's just hold wave.
The wave
Yeah,
is
thank
up.
you, thank
The
you,
wave
thank
is
you.
Just like that.
There you go.
And we have Alex Kolarsmith with a $3 super sticker. Thank you so much.
Back to PDubs' question, and it seems like this would be a long shot, but there's a game called Dark Watch by Capcom in 2005. It's a first-person shooter that mixes Western horror and steampunk.
Yeah, I typed that in Google, and that's what popped up. Those 3 words.
Yeah,
Hollywood Polo
Cowboy to soldier,
seconds.
that's popped up.
Hollywood Polo seconds. That pretty soldier Sailor Moon would be a banger, a official drop dead banger that is being missed by everyone, and I agree with that.
So it would be a sausage.
Freedom Finger.
Hey, KevGrab, what are the characters that are in that Insidia game, that Halloween Cuphead one? What kind of characters are in that game?
Oh yeah, it's not those. If anything, it would be that other shooting game that the Octo guys made. Yeah, there was a trailer last week that everyone should have checked out. That developer made. It's probably Once Upon a Time in Halloween. I bet you
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking it is.
That would be a good one. Doesn't it? It kind of has that like Cuphead look where it looks like it's an old video or something.
Yeah, because
That'd be
KevGrab
cool.
commented and they said shh or something in one of the chats.
Michael pretty much said, "Don't ruin the surprise." So that's definitely coming out either this week or next week. It's probably tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll look up the trailer now and see if I can spot any cowboys in there.
Wait, I
Once
got it.
Upon a
Wait,
Time
wait.
in Halloween.
I got it right here, Brad. Share my screen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's check this
great.
out.
There we go.
All right, guys, let's see. It is Halloween season.
Mm-hmm. We don't have any sound, do we?
No sound.
How do you do that? I don't know. Brooklyn, do you know?
but I'm not seeing a cowboy or anything.
No, not yet. Let's see, monsters or pumpkins.
You have to already
It's called
select the
Once
sound
Upon a
beforehand.
Time. I mean,
This looks cool though.
It does
Yeah,
look
no,
cool.
this looks awesome. Yeah, this looks
100%
really
will get. I'll 100% get this game because just the art style and stuff. I'm gonna have to play it.
It looks like Cuphead, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does look
It does look like
That's the
Cuphead.
first thing I thought when I saw it. Looks
That's awesome.
like Cuphead look to it.
Oh, that looks awesome.
yeah.
Oh man, that would be nice.
So everybody was asking for Cuphead, so Michael typed in games like Cuphead.
The games like stream is what we need. Yeah.
It's the same developer as Longhead and Octo.
I don't see a cowboy in here.
Insidious.
Yeah, me
It's
either.
making some great games.
Okay.
But you know it's coming out in the next week or two. It
Yeah,
has
this is
to.
coming out either next week. Yeah, or
That's
this-
that's definitely gonna
So-
happen.
So
Have you guys heard of a game called Evil West?
Oh yeah, Evil West looks
Heard
great.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that looks to have like a cowboy soldier.
It's
like,
not
curse
Evil
thing
West.
going on.
That's
Yeah, they're not saying Evil West.
I'll throw this out there really quick. The Once Upon a Time line is usually a regular beginning to many like cowboy movies, like Once Upon a Time in Mexico,
Uh-huh.
Once Upon a Time in El Dorado, or
That's
something
true.
like that. So I
Yeah.
think that's where the cowboy piece comes into it. Maybe there's something to do with cowboys. We're just not seeing it.
Cuddles, I'm sorry. Never give up, bro. Is asking you. Did you receive that Bianca for free?
Tanaka,
You disclose that to your viewers.
But let me tell you my formula. So I look for developers that are kind of new, that put out a recent release because they're active. Sometimes if they have a game from like 2014, they just, they're not on Twitter or anything anymore. They just never put out any more releases. So I'm looking at for new developers that put out good games and something that would play good on the arcade machine, an arcade machine.
And that's all that's important. Get games that are fun. That's like the number one thing. If you're going to get it, like make sure it's fun if you're going to chase it down.
I brought up a game. It's called Cyber Blocker Complete Edition, and it hasn't come out yet. New developer. It's a block breaker, but it's the best block breaker I've ever found. And that's how I found your game. I mean, it's a pretty, decent developer. Also, let me tell you something. Super Blood Hockey, Lauren Lemke, she has a couple good games.
Yeah.
And she's coming out with a
We need a
really
hockey
good game
game.
called Terror of Hamasaurus. If we could get Lauren Lemke on board, she only has like 3 games. And, we've mentioned it. She's a very small developer. She only has 288 followers. That's, for me, I'm looking for even smaller. But the Terror of Hamasaurus is like, what's the name of that damn game with the monster, with the you all know what I'm talking about. Somebody brought it up. No, like when he was like destroying all the buildings.
Rampage.
Rampage.
Yeah.
It's a modern version of Rampage. But Lauren Lemke is somebody. If we could get on board, if they could come on board, that's two good games, excellent games that we could have for the iiRcade. Excellent games.
Excellent. And you know what else is excellent too? And people are afraid of doing this mod, but yet we have another person that has done a GRS mod to their iiRcade, and they actually have a very short video that shows you step by step how to do the mod if you want to try to install the GRS gate switcher into your iiRcade. This is one of my favorite people in the community. We see him everywhere. It's Raven. And here's a little 3-minute video on the way he did his GRS mod. He's not a hack like Papa Brad. Watch the way he mods this thing. I just grabbed my hole saw and dug in, but this mod is worth doing that. Check this out. Wow. Look at that. I love this mod. I did this mod to my Dragon's Lair, and having perfect 4-way and perfect 8-way controls at the touch of a button is just revolutionary. It's fantastic. So, I mean, a shout out to Glenn for creating this amazing gate switcher. So what do y'all, I know most of us are afraid to grab that drill and start drilling into our arcade, but this is a mod that's worth doing from a gameplay perspective. What do y'all think?
Well, I have Glenn's 4-way, 8-way, and it's out in my loft in the pile of boxes of stuff that I need to work on. So I've been tossing and turning. Like, do I put it in the iiRcade or one of my ad games? So
yeah,
I like the way Raven did it for putting it on the iiRcade.
Yeah, and of course we have this coming down the road. This is a prototype still, but Glenn is going to have a built-in solution that's just going to go into the cab where you don't have to do all the work yourself. So that's something to look forward to, and I'm excited about maybe down the road. Adding more controls.
Question: are the buttons Sanwa? That's important to me.
Not on that. That I could tell.
They look like the hap style to me.
Hat, right? Yeah, I need Sanwa.
Cuddles,
it's personal
you
preference.
and I just clash, dude. It's like I'm like totally about the hat buttons, and I don't really like the Sanwa.
I love Sanwa. I'm all Sanwa 100%, but
you know what?
It depends on the game I'm playing though, really. Like for shmups, I love the Sanwas for a shmup because you're spamming the fire button so much. I mean, Sanwas are unbeatable for playing shmups. But I mean, on the old school games, some of the fighting games and stuff, that I like to have more. What do you think, Herb Wars? Herb Wars is a very experienced retro gamer. What do you think?
What about the joysticks?
Between Hap and Sanwa. What do you like? Do you use it by the game? Do you like?
It's really
you probably
about the
have
game.
both.
Sure, yeah, I have both. Fighting games, I prefer Hap, but Sanwa on everything else, basically.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah.
Awesome.
Stupid.
Hey, Michael. So
Michael B is FaceTiming me right now, and I got all this crap going on at once.
PDubs called me. I don't know what he's talking about. I didn't call you.
I feel like I was.
We're here.
They missold. They told me I could have 20 squares on here, and I'm locked out with this small amount. So I feel disappointed.
It's all right. It's actually late for me. I'm actually gonna head out. I know it's not really late, but for me, I go to bed early. So thanks for everybody for having me.
Thank you so much for popping in.
Have a great night.
Do a quick shout out to your channel. Everyone check out Herb Wars YouTube channel. I love your channel.
Here, you know what? This is the shout out I want to give. I want to give the iiRcade Zone making it to Old School Gamer Magazine first page.
Hell yeah.
Amazing.
That's
Shout out to
awesome.
King Creole and Gunther. Thank you.
And Michael B needs to make a Halloween video. It's Silver Shamrock time. You know that.
I know Herb Wars.
I've been fans of you for 10 years now.
Yeah.
I've been following you. The quest for the NES. Remember that.
Oh yeah, man.
Man, you're rich. Give me that.
Yeah, man. Michael B. Michael B knows those old school games. I've watched your old content.
So, Herb Wars, you'll be the first to hear this before you go. It was really nice to talk to you. But this year, I am going to do some classic NES stuff for Halloween. I'm going to combine some of the stuff that I was known for back in the day. So I'm going to do a top 10 spooky NES games for Halloween video. That's my Halloween episode this year.
I don't know if anybody's seen it, but your Halloween 2600 video was one of my favorites to this
I
day.
love that one. Yeah.
So everybody check that out. Thank you so much for having me. See you guys.
Later. I gotta say, I watched some of Michael B's older content fairly recently, and it definitely gives you those warm fuzzies. I enjoyed the content. It reminds me a lot of other stuff that I like to watch, like Happy Console Gamer, things like that. And so I really enjoyed it. And
when he had all those NES games behind him, I was like, you could probably buy a car for what your game collection cost. I mean, you were flexing some serious games, Michael.
Oh yeah, I had pretty much.
That's
everything.
insane.
Had pretty much everything, but then I had a daughter, and I was like, yeah, I got to sell all this stuff.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And then I bought a bunch of stuff that has a very little resale value.
Yeah. Huge shout out to iiRcade Zone. You still there, King Creole?
Yeah, man. But something was going on with my browser. I had to reboot my PC, so I'm on the phone. But
Okay.
Right, man. I had fun with you guys. I'm gonna cut out.
Thank you. Do you have a show going on this Friday?
Yeah, we got a show Friday, and our boy Nix is going to be on there. He's entering the gauntlet, so get ready.
Entering the gauntlet. I predict, will he be only the second person to clear the gauntlet? Because the only person that's done it is 6.
I don't know, man. It depends on what game he picking. It's on him.
Yeah. It's gaming wise, he's going to be a beast. I would say study your trivia, Jeff. Study your trivia, because I don't know where King Creole finds these trivia questions from, but let me tell you, bud, they're not easy. They're not easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna bomb.
But yeah,
terrible.
Pretty much wiped the floor with us in the first play of
KC, man.
What you got for me, Dubs?
Practice. Breaker's Revenge. You got practice.
Oh,
get back in the lab and put in the time.
Hey, Dub, we gonna have our rematch. It's gonna be live. Don't worry.
On the zone.
Yep, let's do it.
The last one was live. I saw you guys playing.
Yeah,
it was on Brooklyn.
That was awesome. Brooklyn did some awesome coverage.
Well, Cuddles. The right way to phrase that is, I saw King Creole losing. Is how you phrase that. Now. You saw us playing. I saw King Creole losing.
I will.
You know what it was?
Of them. I will beat both of them.
Who said that? Steps.
Me.
Oh boy.
I already beat you.
Hey, we even. I got my win on you too. Now, come on.
I won the most recent one in person.
I guess that counts more. Hey, we're gonna do that though, Dub. So don't worry. I'll be in the lab.
I want the winner.
I also got beef with someone else on this panel here, Kev Gret there.
All right, y'all.
There.
What did I do?
Because of Kev Gret, I might spend $10,000 on a goddamn golden tea machine. Would you please stop making videos about golden tea?
I'm steering you away from buying it. Didn't you hear my review?
I'm very happy with my broken arcade 1-up golden tea that doesn't turn on. Now I got to spend $3,000.
Oh no,
Kev Gret, did that really cost $10,000? That golden tea machine you guys got?
No. There's 2 new models, $52.89 and $65.89. That's the 2 new price points, so it's close enough. Mine was $3,900. That's what mine cost. Which they're not making that anymore. So people are trying to scramble now and find those models, because they thought the PGA wouldn't be that much more than a home edition.
Yeah.
So
imagine if PDubs buys a real one and that one doesn't turn on either.
You just have to broken golden tea.
Give up on that game.
That would be so mean.
I leave my machine on 24 hours a day. That has not turned off since I bought it in June, and that's what they recommend. That's how good these things are made. You just leave it on. If you're going to play it, you're going to play it.
The real arcades are you're not going to wear that out.
I'll give you guys some behind the scenes chatter. So, Kev, me and the guys were talking, and I was like, you know what I could do is buy, because they're back in stock, the Golden Tee Go, which is like a $2,000 to $3,000 the handheld device.
Well, it's
right?
$2,500 now. I made a video on that one too.
But take it, gut it, put all the guts into one of the arcade cabinets, and turn it into an arcade versus just an HDMI console, which is what it is today. So. Well, but then again, it would be the most expensive arcade 1-up mod in history.
Ever.
Like $3,000 to do that?
That sounds like a retro mod.
It's possible. It's 100% feasible. You just gut it, throw it in an arcade machine.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'll spend
that'd be a bomb video. You'd make like $200 on that.
I know, and that's the funny thing.
We do have one spot open if anyone wants to drop in.
When I should just buy like what Kev has, just buy the pedestal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and just get it over with.
That's what I should do. You know what? I'm going to do it. Screw it. I'm going to do it right now.
Yeah, well, you can't just put an order in.
Somebody call the wife and ask her for permission.
If you're serious, I'll send you to the right people, Dubs. I got contacts that can get it for you. All right.
Game room guys, or who'd you order?
No. There's his name's Brian Roski. He owns a company, and he got me for $3,900 free shipping, free $500 upgrade, the $100 keypad, and the marquee, all for $3,900.
Now you're lying. His name is Brian Roski.
Brian Roski. If you go on Facebook, go on the Golden Tee Home Edition or Golden Tee Open Machine Posting. He runs that group, and his name's Brian Roski.
Do his friends call him Broski for short?
He's actually a really good Golden Tee player, so you see his name all over the tournaments. So I guess they roast him, call him all kinds of names. But that dude hooked me up big time. He claims you can't get any more home editions. They're transitioning to these new $5,000 monsters.
Jesus.
And pivoting that back to the iiRcade, I don't know how the rest of the panel feels, but I think we need more sports games on the iiRcade.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, hockey, please.
Hockey. A hockey.
More than
Yes.
Super blood hockey.
As a Canadian,
Get super
I feel
blood hockey.
We have more volleyball games than we do hockey games.
So
And there's-
who made Hit the Ice? That's one I'd like to see on the
Isn't that
iiRcade.
Taito.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Why can't we do
Yeah,
that?
we got Goofy Foot back. What's happening?
Yeah.
Hey.
I think we have 3 tennis games, by the way. 3. Why do we, we got to get more.
We got squash. That's a popular game. That game, like everyone that has a Legends Ultimate plays squash. That's like a banger.
What would be a good
PDubs is good at squash.
To like a golden tee.
Very good at it.
Turf Masters.
Good game player.
Neo Geo. But, I don't know if you can get that license, but I still play that to this day. And Steps does live streams on it at 2 a.m. playing
Neo Turf
Masters
is fantastic.
with Sosa.
4 a.m. tonight or this morning. You ready? You ready, Kev Grant? It's gonna be Steps and Kev Grant. We're gonna be doing Neo Turf Masters.
There's a lot of dollar golf games out there. There's tons of them. It's just that you got to pick the right one. When you have Golden Tee out there and turf and all that, you can't just pick a bad one or something that's going to emulate I don't see any modern golf games, like modern retro golf games out there. Puddles, have you seen any? Yeah, I haven't seen any. Maybe Outlaw Golf from the Xbox 360 days or the original Xbox. They had those Tennis Outlaw and the Outlaw Golf.
What was that golf RPG that everybody got nuts about last year? What was it, Golf Story? Or
something? Golf Story on the Switch, but it's not a pure golf game. It's really fun. That would be, you know what, Mike? That would be a banger on the iiRcade because it's a story. It's a long and it's got great mechanics and retro graphics. That would be actually something to explore for Jong. I forgot how good that game was until you brought it up. I played it years ago, so it's kind of escaped me, but it's great. It's got a 10-hour story inside of this game. I think they're making a sequel too, and it's coming out, I think, at the end of the year. I have to check.
Okay.
But yeah, hey, Cuddles, get that down and do your magic on that one. It's called Golf Story.
There's a tennis RPG on the TurboGrafx 16. I remember that.
Turn your mic on, Cuddles.
Mike Cuddles.
Yeah, anytime I can talk about TurboGrafx. Alex Kolarsmith suggesting Power Golf for the TurboGrafx.
Power Golf.
There he is.
There he is. What I think is, I mean, I'm not crazy about this game, and I probably wouldn't pick it up. But Aqua Kitty, Milk Mine Defender, they have a new game that they just released, and so they're active. The developer's called Tripod, but they have a new game that they put out in 2021, Astro Aqua Kitty. But I think a lot of people would really love Aqua Kitty, Milk Mine Defenders. That retro, what's the guy's
Alex
name?
says iRem has a golf game too. And I know they have some iRem games.
He gave it a perfect 10 out of 10. There was a guy I used to watch. He used to do Wii games, and he's got 500,000 subs. And he had he always talked about the Vectrex. I forgot this guy's name, but yeah, he loved Aqua.
Oh, the classic game room guy.
Yeah,
I know who you're talking about.
He used to always talk about Vectrex. Yeah,
yep.
And he was highly recommending Aqua Kitty, and so a lot of people would really like that game. But they're active because they put out a new game.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Goofy Foot. I like that hat. It looks good, Goofy Foot.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Thank you, buddy. How? What have you been playing on iiRcade? What games have you been playing?
I'm stuck on Galacticon.
Galacticon is it's like popcorn.
I haven't been playing anything else.
Yeah,
I guess
it
you
is.
could call it I'm killing Boar, trying to get as many points on each level.
Okay, awesome. And we do have the #1 Galacticon player right now, right here.
Oh, thank you.
Are you going to push it even higher? I mean, right now you're at the top. Once you get that score, you're like, no, I'm good for a while. How does that work? Because I've never been in that #1 spot with that much of a lead.
Well, for a while, because now it's going to require more time investment to boost that score. Because it took a couple hours to get that score. Because you spend more time in the level. like I explained before, to point
multiple
push
hours in the
forward,
one game. Wow.
Essentially, yeah, except because you're farming for extra lives too, right? As well as the points, and that'll help push you further. And especially when it gets tricky in the third and fourth playthrough, where you will die because you don't really have a lot of places to move. Just so many enemies and projectiles on
You
the
get
screen.
swarmed.
Absolutely. But just practice. You'll get there.
Nick, are you number one on Sub Octo too?
I was. I got knocked down to number 3. But
What?
that scoring system in that game is whack. I'm not
figure it out.
interested. I'm not interested in trying to beat that score.
I mentioned the strategy for it. If you're good enough at Sub Octo, go for the hardest difficulty, because if you start knowing the levels and you can get through them pretty quick, the bonuses are way higher.
Yeah, but that's all relative
less
to
lives
how
and less time.
How the enemies spawn in, and
That's the problem. There's no, as far as I can tell in Sub Octo, there is no enemy pattern that I can figure out. And they can
I
box
can't
you
figure
in the
them out.
corner,
And that's
you're
the
boxed
problem.
in a corner, and then you're done. So I always go middle. I can't go hard difficulty because of the enemy.
Or they don't move.
They don't move.
They'll just float around in an area and block you.
And you can't trigger them to get out of there. So I want to talk to the
programming.
you know,
It's got to change.
Yeah, I want to talk to him. Actually, speaking of Sub Octo, there is an update, everybody. There is a new difficulty added, and there is a new song that you can select. If you go to the community page, the developer has a picture of the new difficulty and the song that you can change. So they are listening to the community. The update is not here yet, but it should be coming soon.
Is that in city for that game?
Yeah. If you go to In City Games, go to their community page, they show you that there is an update that he knows you hated the music, so he added a new song. So that's pretty cool.
Just give us options.
Have to check it out.
Yeah, it's not. As soon as he said it was there, it's not here yet. So hopefully it gets pushed out because this isn't on the Switch yet. So we're the only one getting this. But I don't know why. I'm just addicted to Sub Octo. I think I'm 4th still, maybe 5th, and I just keep playing it because you can get through a game relatively quickly. It ends if you get to the end of it. So it's not like Galacticon where you got to eat a sandwich while you're playing.
So it's about maximizing and point pressing. Once you've gotten the game down, it's about getting as many points as you can. It changes the whole aspect of it.
Yeah, and another thing I noticed, don't be afraid to dance around the enemies. You know, you're going to have to jump over them in close quarters. You're going to have to play around them. I noticed a lot of players like to stay away from them. You don't have to stay away from them, but you just have to watch when 2 or 3 box you in to one particular place. Then you know the AI is borked and it's not working right because they will literally just sit there.
They
and you
will.
can't
They'll
get
just
out.
stay in one space. And
Yeah, they
block
just
you.
stay in one spot. So some
Don't
of it comes
forget-
down to luck with these enemy AI placements for Sub Octo. But I
Yes,
love
yes.
Sub Octo.
Stick with these games to the end. All I gotta say is Papa Brad's legit. Donut Dodo and Longhead. That's as far as it goes. But it is a retro challenge, Challenge yourself. See if you can actually get to the end.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I love about these games is they have that high score chasing, that retro challenge kind of feel, So let's go on to our final topic.
The Ridge Wallet.
Always the final topic. What's that?
Is it the Ridge Wallet?
Oh,
It is not the Ridge Wallet. If you could do a little show for the Ridge Wallet, that would be wonderful.
No, I can't do that. Ridge Wallet is
Okay,
cool.
it is cool. So we have my last topic, which is what do you have going on? Sorry for my voice, but I'm hanging in there. What do you have going on? And let's just go around the room. We'll start with Brooklyn.
Yeah, start with me while my kids screaming in the background. Hi, everybody.
I'm sorry.
No,
Let's
that's
go to
fine.
Kevgrat.
What's up, everybody? So this Sunday, Rexer and I will be doing a show. It's going to be a little different. We're doing a contest with trivia, and I think Paul Barris, who's in the chat, is going to be involved with the questions. So stop on by. We have 2 trivia contests going on, so that should be Sunday on Rexer's show. So hope to see everybody there.
Okay, Michael B.
I am in the process right now of ordering one of these decks. I'm sorry, I went to the side for a second. The Steam Deck dock became available.
Okay,
so I
cool.
ordered that.
No.
Don't
Buy
get
the
it?
JSOX one. Don't get that one. Buy the JSOX one for half the price.
I have the JSOX one.
Yeah, I did a
Is it
video on
good?
it, Mike B. It's awesome. It's much
I'll check
better.
it out.
Yeah, I have the JSOX one, but of course I ordered the official one from Steam Deck as well. That way I can make content for both. So
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
Yes. And PDubs is legit. He calls it out the way it is. He does not candy coat anything. He always tells us the positive and the negative of every product, and I do appreciate that about you, PDubs.
Sure. One thing I'm going to do when we get off the show here is I'm going to pick up the Combat Tribes and try that out on my iiRcade back here. I keep hearing about it.
Nice. It's awesome.
It's $10. It's $10 in the iiRcade store. What WTH? Like, who cares? $10. Let's do it. I'm going to try it.
I literally bought Combat Tribes and Sub Octo during the stream. So
all right,
you might have saw my machine uploaded.
I'm expecting a live stream of Michael B. the Game Genie and PDubs playing co-ops in the Combat Tribes after this.
And
stay tuned.
I just got the press release for tomorrow for iiRcade. So interesting.
Are we going to be happy?
Some of you are going to be happy.
Some of us will be happy. Okay.
Not everybody, but I just got everybody. So I just got the press release. Yep. Refresh your email, Mike. It's probably there. Interesting. All right. Cool. I think iiRcade should have an interesting day tomorrow.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Everything else is under embargo, so I can't say.
Anything is possible.
You know, and I will say this because you never know who's watching. What I do appreciate about iiRcade and AtGames is they handle their media or press releases or working with content creators on YouTube, magazines like Old School Gamer Magazine. Like both those companies, they do it the right way where they, just like Konami, just like Capcom, just like Ubisoft and all these major studios, if you're a content creator, someone you sign up to be on their email list, right? And they will send you information via email under embargo, right? That's what iiRcade and AtGames does. AtGames will send it over Skype. But either way, they just send you the media presentation. But that's it, you know what I mean? And it doesn't, and that's the way all major gaming companies do it, like Ubisoft and others, Capcom.
It's the way everybody should do it.
It's the way everybody should do it, right? So before people go freaking out, like, oh my God, PDubs got an email.
Yeah.
iiRcade and AtGames do it.
Yeah, and I will say this with iiRcade, they send the same email out to like every one of us YouTube content creators. If you have an interest and you've contacted them, we all get the exact same message. Yep. It's not like it's leaked to one person over another. It's just a mass send out, which I appreciate because it makes it where everyone's even.
Wait, my email said stop bothering us. Blocked. Did you guys get that one too?
Yep. So so that's cool. So we'll see. I think people will be happy tomorrow. I think Michael's got some good things to say, is all I can say. So I'll be tuning into his stream.
I wish they would send me the email that you said you got, Patrick.
Well, I literally just got it. It's probably, you know how long it takes an email to get to the North Pole? Seriously, Mike. Come on. You live in Eskimo country. You'll have it in just a minute. It's coming.
I know.
All right.
It's amazing.
I did just get home from work. I gotta go eat dinner. My blood sugar.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We got half of the Super Game Room dudes. I want to give a massive shout out to the Super Game Room dudes. A great show. Massive shout outs to PDubs and Michael B were my inspiration for becoming a YouTuber. I've been, like I said, I can't thank you guys enough for all the work you've done. All the great, literally hundreds of videos I've probably watched from you guys. And I just want to say thanks for coming on this little tiny, minuscule show, the iiRcadians, with a tiny corner of the home arcade market. Thank you for coming in and joining our show. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me personally.
No problem. I'm happy to see Goofy Foot is freed and he's live.
Right he is free. It's free. He's right here on screen.
That's not
Goofy Foot is real.
Goofy Foot has a handlebar mustache.
Yeah, where's his mustache? I call bogus.
I had to shave for my wife's birthday because I had to take it off.
Well, you said that a little slow. This was going to be a 17+ stream.
I would like to thank the Happy Console Gamer for making me want to become a video game YouTuber. Oh wait, he's not on the show.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, well, you can always invite him on. All you have to do is contact me. It's not that difficult. Let's see. Does anyone else have something you want to share? Steps? Do you have something you want to promote?
Right now,
Your channel?
I am doing mostly edited content, some shorts.
I'm having fun just doing whatever the heck I want. I did a Mountain Dew taste test right before the stream, and I'm also
did a great Marvel vs. Capcom 2 video I saw today. Watched, very good. Some editorial content.
Yep, and I have a tournament coming up, a Halloween tournament. It's Marvel vs. Capcom Web Slingers, so it'll be you have to play Spider-Man or Venom. Should be a really big fun one. It's gonna be the biggest one I've ran. So I'm preparing for that in a couple weeks, and that's really all I got going on right now.
Yeah, for the record, I do have a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 ordered, and I look forward to. I got that cab mainly so I could play with Steps in her competitions that she's doing on her channel, and I know that the other games on the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 are ready for online. So I think that's a cool thing. We're going to get like more players in those lobbies for the Marvel vs. Capcom game,
Brad,
which is fantastic.
Where did you pre-order yours from?
I got mine, I think, from GameStop.
Okay.
At least it wasn't Target.
I got mine at Best Buy.
One Up has officially delayed the release. Everybody, who thought? Steps, you were right.
I'm not kidding. If you want to see what I think, I have a video. I'm not
I know. I saw.
Go check out her video.
I do have a pre-order, and I'm keeping it. I will state that.
I know this is the iiRcadians, but who on here has that cab on order out of this panel? I know I do. So that's 2 Steps. You have it. That's 3.
Michael B doesn't, but he will.
Yeah, Michael B will definitely get it. Michael B gets every. I mean, he's shaking his head.
Come on, man! I don't even play fighting games, and I got it.
Listen, I know. I've been caught in the past, getting caught up with FOMO, but I'm not in on Blitz. I'm not in on Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I'm full right now. I don't need anything else. I need to save up some money to get some pinball. So that's my goal.
Now you're talking my language. Now you're talking my language. Pinball for the win.
Yeah,
for the win, pinball. Yes.
That would be my next big purchase. But you're talking 8 to 10K.
My dream is to have a brand new Stern sitting in my game room.
Oh yeah,
everybody wants that. Have you guys seen that outlaw pinball that they keep advertising on Facebook, where you trade for like $8.95, and they put you these contests to win Stern pinballs?
No, that's so funny.
So a buddy of mine locally, he's the guy who invited me up to his place so I could go play his new Stern Godzilla. He scooped my taxi purchase out from under me, Williams Taxi. So he ended up getting that, but he also just recently picked up a Tales from the Crypt, and he's not going to keep it. It sounds like he's just going to restore it and then sell it again. So I may give up on my dream of saving up $14,000 for Godzilla, because Tales from the Crypt is right up there. That's another one I want to do. It's got that 6-ball multi-ball.
Yeah,
that's an
absolutely.
awesome table. So if he sells Tales from the Crypt, I may jump on that one.
Absolutely. And an 80s or 90s pin is also a great investment because they tend to hold their value where you're really not losing money on them. I mean, you can pretty much sell it for what you paid for it. So, I mean, that's the great thing about pinball. Does anyone know? Let's see. I know what Jeff's going to be doing. He's going to be killing us all on the leaderboards.
Whatever game
he's going to be annihilating scores.
We'll be the first one on there.
It's going to be the first 24-hour episode of the iiRcade Zone.
Yeah, I'll be on that show tomorrow, and I'm waiting for my Blitz cab to show up so I can build that and put that behind me somewhere, rearrange the living room. So I'm hoping tomorrow maybe, but it says next week. I don't know what's going on with UPS. We'll see what's happening with that. And
I do.
Goofy Foot. Goofy Foot is everywhere. Every stream I go on, I see Goofy Foot, but this is Goofy Foot for real.
Yeah.
Goofy Foot, is that a television or is that a movie screen behind you?
Television.
That's a big TV. Wow. That thing looks like a movie screen. That's awesome.
Goofy's legit.
Goofy is 100% legit. He was actually my first channel member. So thank you, Goofy. I will never forget. You are number 1 in the iiRcadians Illuminati.
Goofy Foot.
Oh my God, I didn't believe I said that out loud.
Oh no, you're tough.
Oh no, I just canceled myself even more.
You don't have enough subscribers that matters. So.
No, I'm small fry. No one cares about me. I am amateur hour. This is the amateur hour show. Michael B, thank you for slumming it with the iiRcadians.
Can I promote my show? Wait, let Michael B speak. We've all been talking over him. Go ahead, Michael B.
Well, it's okay. I just wanted to say there was a misunderstanding, and apparently Goofy Foot was the first person I ever blocked. So whatever happened, Goofy Foot, I apologize.
Goofy.
I did not do that to you.
It was just on one of your streams. I don't know if it was you. I think it was YouTube. I think I probably typed something I wasn't supposed to, and that's when I was always giving you crap all the time. So, but jokingly.
It's okay.
Brad, could I say two things?
Absolutely.
Number one, as we said earlier, everyone subscribe to Alex Kolarsmith's channel. Let's get him up over 1,000 since he decided to use a clip of my show, the Friday Night Arcade Show.
Actually, no.
As soon as he hits 1,000, I will be striking his channel, taking all his money and all his cabinets. And he'll be hearing from the Friday Night Arcade Show lawyers. Speaking of the Friday Night Arcade Show, that's going down tomorrow night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. And I have a new segment that I'm adding to the show that I'm pretty excited about. We tried it out a little bit last week, and I'm working on it. It's called I'm Calling You Out. It's a gaming competition where you call someone out on the show to play against them, and you have to keep beating everybody on the panel till there's only one person left standing who becomes the champion of that game.
Oh, come on, Brooklyn. You did that to me on Tiger Heli. That's impossible.
Yeah,
it's like you don't get a break. That was tough.
I'm working on it. I'm working on spinning it off into a full-fledged separate show, and I'm calling out everybody that has an iiRcade.
Oh wow!
Get yourself a capture card. Get it hooked up, and I'm calling you all out. Let's see who's the best.
Brooklyn's not a nice guy. He's a menace.
No, it's not me. That's why I'm hosting.
He just pretends he's a nice guy.
Brooklyn, I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out.
Steph is calling him out right now.
That's right. Tomorrow night,
Get your
Steph.
first grudge match.
That's your only opportunity. That's why.
Tomorrow night, I will be an Iron Maiden right at the front of the barrier. So
yeah, I've heard that excuse before. Yeah. Iron Maiden. Yeah, I'll be a Judas Priest.
Yeah,
okay, so
I'll be at Megadeth.
That's it. You see right here, Steps Gaming does not want to play me. She's making up.
I'm missing one.
I'll be watching the Super Game Room dudes.
I'm gonna be back.
Represent.
No, that's too late. I'll be at the Backstreet Boys next week.
You're making excuses.
Steps, I'm not playing you in any fighting game ever.
Why?
Because you're gonna beat me. It's embarrassing.
PDubs beat me.
I have actually beat Steps at Street Fighter. It's on stream. Super Street Fighter Turbo. It must have been a full moon.
I made the mistake. I made the mistake of going easy on him like the first couple of rounds, and then I was like,
"Hey, I was playing Street Fighter so hard.
I should have done that.
I was hitting the button so hard, I broke a button playing her.
Wow.
But I did end up winning. I did end up winning. So
what happened in the tournament the next night or whatever?
Dude, you know there's sharks. You're talking about on Your Average Gamers channel?
Yeah, did you fight me in the tournament? Did you match up against me?
I did, but you know what? I'm gonna be to be fair. To be fair, it wasn't Street Fighter Turbo. I don't know at all how to play the old games. Like Turbo to me seems more closer to Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which is the game that I really play. What
was the score of Turbo anyway? By the way,
you wiped the floor with me, but you definitely got chops.
It was 4-4. And you didn't want to go another round. You told me you broke a button.
Oh, we did. We left on a tie.
Made some excuse, so I had to wait on a tie.
I know. Well, my machine broke. I couldn't do one of the buttons at the point. I actually sent pictures, so that's the real deal. But yeah, check out Steps Gaming. Massive love for the Capcom fighters. Massive love for your channel. Keeping it real, keeping it about gaming, keeping it about positive, keeping it about upbeat, good vibes. And massive shout outs to everyone here. Goofy Foot, Michael B. the Game Genie, Kev Gret, Nix, Brooklyn Menace. Thank you. We're gonna end. I have one last video that'll play us out. I saved the best for last. It comes from Kev Gret, Halloween themed. Maybe you could tell us about it before I play the clip.
Yeah, I figured since it's October, it's time to show off some Halloween games for the iiRcade. So I'm going to do a couple videos just showcasing some of the cool Halloween games some games you might not even know is Halloween themed, and this is one of them. So I made a quick video on which loves bullets. Yeah, it's a What is up, ladies and gentlemen? KevGred is back, and today I have a new video, and it's October, and you know what that means? It's Halloween time. So I figured, let's take a look at some Halloween games that are on the iiRcade. The iiRcade has a lot of Halloween-themed games. So in this particular video, I just want to take a look at which loves bullets. It's a very simplistic scrolling shooter where you play as, what else? A witch, riding your broom across 4 stages to get to the end of the game. Your main weapons are projectiles that come out of your, looks like, hands, and bubbles. That's right, we shoot bubbles. The A button shoots projectiles, the B button shoots green buttons, as you see here. And the main objective is to basically shoot everything on screen to get your multiplier up, which is in the top right corner. If you get the multiplier up, that will increase your score. And the highest score is what you want to achieve. This game is $4.99 in the iiRcade store, and it has leaderboards, which makes this game an awesome value proposition if you just want to kick back and chase some scorers. So you see there's there's a lot of Halloween themed enemies here. We got your bats, we got your ghosts. There are power-ups in this game. There's one right there, the S. So that is a spread gun that your bullets will now fly in 3 different areas, top, middle, and low. And now you can just quickly shoot them. And here we go. Stage 1 boss. What else? A giant ghost, everybody. So this pattern is basically he'll bob up and down, shoot some bullets at you, and then go stationary, and then you just shoot him. And there are waves of ghosts that he summons. But it's pretty easy. Just sit right in the middle. Spam that A button. You could also go on top of him when he's doing this form and just spam bubbles and then go back to the middle position when he starts shooting. The life force bar at the bottom is the enemy's life. It's light blue, and so as you shoot, you see that it goes down. Pretty easy to see where you're at. And there you go. Stage 1 is clear. And now we're on the stage 2. And this stage is basically another side-scrolling stage with more enemies. And if you noticed at the bottom there, your bubbles can travel along the water that's there, and that's very important because you need those bubbles to catch the enemies as they come up, because that's the only way to get your multiplier up, and that's the only way to get on those leaderboards. And if you notice there, we have some Flappy Birds crashing into the waters. They bounce, but if you bubble them, they will land directly on the bubble. And there's my spread weapon, and there's also a P. So the P is for, I assume, power shot, and that basically takes your regular shot and makes it real thick, which means less shots to kill the enemies. Here comes our good old ghosts back into the fray. You have to avoid those tree stumps right there as they come down. And there's the Flappy Birds. Just keep bubbling away. I figured I was going to do a quick video to showcase this one. But after playing it through, it was only 12 minutes or so. So I was like, you know what? Let's show the playthrough. So even if you don't want to buy this game, you get to see how this game ends. It's only 10 minutes or so, and we're already pretty much near the end of stage 2. So what other Halloween games are you looking forward to play this season on the iiRcade? Is there anything you want me to showcase? I have a handful of games that I want to show off for Halloween. And just to show how many cool different games for Halloween the iiRcade has to offer. And here we go. Stage 2 boss. And it's a pirate ship. not real Halloween themed on this one. I don't understand how this fits in, but you know what? We don't ask questions here. We just blast away. So he basically sits and rides the wave up and down. And what you have to do here is just avoid his bullets. And you see there I got hit. This game offers 4 difficulty modes: casual, normal, hard, and hardest. And each of the modes, the difference comes into play with lives. The hardest mode is 1 hit and you're dead. And there you go. Stage 2 is clear. Not too tricky. Again, this is not a bullet hell shooter. This is a casual side scroller for $5. And of course, this is not a Retromania Wrestling or a Mayhem Brawl or a Dead Cells. It's not meant to be that. It's a simple $4.99 Halloween themed shooter, and it's not for everybody. That's why if it's not for you, you can at least see the game in its entirety and see how it ends. But if it is for you, pick it up and let's get on those leaderboards. And we will be coming to the boss battle. And what do we have here? We have a giant frog. That's right. We now have a frog that's trying to take us down. I guess a frog is Halloween themed. Could be. And so this frog basically just bounces around, shoots his bullets, just like the pirate ship did, but he's shooting his up towards you instead of left to right like the pirate ship. But if you just spam those bubbles, avoid those fireballs, you'll be in good shape to take this boss down. In fact, I think this is the easiest boss in the game, and you've just seen how quickly it was to take him down. And now let's get on it. We're on our final stage, and we're up in the sky. And I don't know why. It's games like this, simple mechanics. You know, you can trash these games all you want, but taking 10 minutes out of your day and playing something cool like this and just get a quick score chaser, nothing wrong with that in my eyes. All right, let's see what we got here. We are heading towards, and there it is, the last boss. It looks like a witch. How fitting that the last level boss is a witch. And in this form, there I go, I just died. And in this form, she has 3 forms. That's the third form, or the second form. Here's the third form where she sits there and just shoots bullets, and you basically just spam the A button, get in the middle, and just bob and weave. And so here's the first form where she's just going to throw fireballs at you. And then the second form, she's going to move around the screen. So you just need to just bob and weave. Watch out for that snake because he will get you. There's another one. And then here's the third form. So you want to just go back, bob, and weave. You should take her down. Oh, yeah. Stage 4 is done. There it is. Uh-oh. Did we break a spell? Was that under a spell and now we're friends again, riding off into the sunset? I don't know. You be the judge. There we go. Congratulations, everybody who sat through this. Let's just look at the leaderboards, and then we'll wrap this up. Hope everybody enjoyed this one. This is just the first video of the iiRcade Halloween season. I'll be making some more as the days go by. There you go. T1000 is number 1. I am number 6. Corrupt Neuron is number 5. So I got to get my game up. I'll see everybody when I do the next iiRcade Halloween showcase. Talk to you all later.
All right.
Thanks,
Good
Bob.
review, Kev Gret.
I love that game for some reason. I know it's stupid. I know it's going to trigger a lot of people, but I love that game. I don't know why. It's simple fun.
It is simple fun. It's simple fun. Okay, everyone wave your way out. And I'm going to play our intro. Thank you. iiRcadians 25 in the bag.
Congratulations.
Thanks, everyone.
This is Papa Brad, and I'm proud to announce that my channel now has memberships. If you would like to support the iiRcadians show, or Papa Brad's gaming on the crazy arcade adventures he goes on, you can do so. I have 3 different levels: iiRcadians Illuminati, the iiRcadians Inner Circle, and the iiRcadians High Council. We've got exclusive content that you'll only be able to view in each category. So if you enjoy what my channel does, and you want to give us a little support, help pay for the StreamYards and the expenses of doing the show. This is a completely optional thing, and I'm just putting it out there. So thank you. This is Papa Brad's Gaming reminding you to stay legit.
Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.